In a small town surrounded by dusty roads and silent fields, there lived a boy named Alex. His house was small. The paint on the walls had faded long ago. The roof made strange noises when it rained. But inside that small house lived very big dreams. Alex was not the smartest boy in school. He was not the most confident either. When teachers asked questions, he often knew the answers but was afraid to raise his hand. His clothes were always simple. His school bag was old, but his heart was full of hope. Every evening, Alex climbed to the roof of his house and watched the sun go down. While other boys played games or wasted time, he sat quietly and imagined a different life. He imagined a life where his parents didn't have to worry about money, a life where his father could rest, a life where his mother could smile without stress. And somewhere in that dream, he saw himself becoming someone better. His father ran a small shop in the local market. He stood there all day, from morning till late night. His mother stitched clothes for neighbors. Some months were good, some months were very hard. Alex loved science. He didn't fully understand everything, but he loved the idea of building things, solving problems, and creating something meaningful. He wanted to become an engineer, not because it sounded big, not because people would respect him, but because he wanted to change his family's life. He studied as much as he could in school, but he was slow. He needed more time than others. While some students understood things quickly, Alex had to read the same page again and again. Still, he never stopped. The day of the final exam results came. Students were excited. Some were nervous. The school gate was full of parents and children. Alex walked in with a beating heart. When he saw his result, the world suddenly became very quiet. He had failed. Not just by a little, he had failed badly. His hands started shaking. His eyes felt heavy. He slowly folded the paper and walked home alone. That evening, his father looked at the result quietly. He didn't shout. He didn't scold. He just kept the paper on the table. His mother served food without saying a word. That silence was more painful than any punishment. That night, Alex couldn't sleep. He kept thinking, maybe I am not made for big dreams. A small light. The next morning, Alex went to his father's shop. For the first time, he really looked at his father. The tired eyes, the slow movements, the hands that never stopped working. Suddenly, his failure felt heavier. His father noticed him and said softly, "Failure doesn't mean your story is over. It means your story is trying to teach you something." Those words stayed in Alex's heart. That day, he made a decision. He would try again. Alex joined a small coaching center. The building was old. The benches were broken. The fans made noise but didn't give much air. But Alex didn't care. He woke up at 4 in the morning. He studied before school. He studied after helping in the shop. He studied while others slept. Sometimes he felt tired. Sometimes he felt like giving up. But then he remembered his father's face. Slowly, he began to understand something important. Success is not about being fast, it is about not stopping. 1 year later, Alex gave the exam again. This time he passed, but his marks were not enough to get into a good college. It felt like climbing a mountain and falling just before the top. Relatives started talking. Maybe this is not for him. He should do some small job. Dreams are not for everyone. That night, Alex sat alone and cried. Not loudly, not in front of anyone, just silently. He asked himself, how long should I keep trying? Alex joined a small, unknown college. No big campus, no big reputation, no big hopes from others. But Alex remembered something. Great journeys often begin in forgotten places. In college, he was not the top student, but he was the most disciplined. While others wasted time, Alex learned new skills. He watched free lectures online. He practiced every day. He made mistakes. He failed again and again, but each failure made him a little better. In his final year, Alex started going for interviews. He got rejected once, then again, then again. After the 12th rejection, he felt completely broken. He thought, maybe the world is telling me to stop. But then he remembered something. The world only tests those who are strong enough to continue. So he went for the 13th interview. That small company selected him. The salary was low, the work was hard, the hours were long, but Alex was grateful. He worked like a man who had waited his whole life for one chance. He came early, he left late, he helped everyone. He learned everything. Slowly, people started trusting him. After 2 years, he got a better job. After 5 years, he was in a big company. After 10 years, he was leading a team. He didn't become famous, he didn't become super rich, but he became respected. One evening, Alex stood in front of his father's old shop. His father was older now. His hands shook a little. Alex said, "You don't have to work anymore." They closed the shop that day, not because it failed, but because its purpose was complete. Years later, Alex was invited to speak at his old school. He looked at the students and said, "I was not successful because I was smart. I was successful because I was stubborn enough to not quit." He paused and added, "Life is not a race, it is a test of patience." The final lesson. If life is making you wait, don't think it is denying you, it is preparing you.